Next problem will be a problem statement is a random sample of 400 persons for data for the lost population and 120 were found to be females. So we have to find that. Can we say men and women are in the ratio of 5:3 in the population? And you find the answer, you have to calculate the 1% level of significance. So in this, the total population will be 400 persons. Out of 400 persons, 120 persons are given as a females. So we have to find that both men and women are in the ratio of 5:3. So the given sample will be 400. So that we are taking n is equal to 400. Out of 400, the number of females are 120. So we denote that value as x. So we are taken as n is equal to 120. And both men and women are in the ratio is 5:3. So I take the ratio as 5:3. So the total value is by adding this 500 and getting an answer as 8. So the total part will be 8. Out of these given terms, we are going to calculate the proportions. So first we are going to calculate the proportion of women. So here 5 is denoted as men and 3 is the part of the 5 is denoted as men and 3 is denoted as women. So the total part will be 8. So we are going to find the proportion of women. So the proportion of women will be 3. So out of 8 we are going to get 3 by 8. So the given answer will be 0.375. Then is proportion for men. So the value the ratio of men will be 5. So the total part will be 8. So by dividing these two values, the different value of proportion for the men. So the value will be 0.625. Next we are going to take the null hypothesis and alternating hypothesis. So here we are going to find that men and women are in the ratio of 5:3. To prove men and women are in the ratio of 5:3, I have taken that proportion of women. So the value of the proportion of women will be 0.375. So I took that as a null hypothesis. The proportion of women in the population is 0.375. And the opposite case, the alternating hypothesis is the proportion of women in the population is different from 0.375. To check this, we are going to use the formula the two sample proportion. So the formula for the statistics is equal to P minus P. Here is small p denotes the sample proportion and capital P denotes the whole population. So the formula is equal to P minus capital P divided by the square root of P into 1 minus P divided by 2. So here we know that what is the value of the sample proportion. So we are going to calculate what is the proportion for the capital. So the formula for this to find the value is P is equal to x by x. So here the x value will be 120 and n value will be 400. By dividing these two values, I get an answer as P is equal to 0.30. Then we are going to substitute all the values found in the formula. So the value for small p is 0.30 and value of capital P, that is the proportion for the women is 0.375. By substituting all those values in this formula, we get an answer as minus 3.10. So next we are going to calculate the critical value. The question itself they given that we have to find the 1% level of significance. So on 1% level of significance, the critical value will be less or minus 2.58. So next we are going to compare with both the values, that is the calculated value as well as the critical value. By comparing both the value, here the value will be minus 3.10. But for calculating this value, we are going to calculate the mod value. So I take that minus 0.310 as 3.10. Comparing both the value, my value, that is the calculated value, will be greater than the critical value. So if it is less than the critical value, we accept the null hypothesis. If it is greater than the calculated value, we reject the null hypothesis. But in this problem, my value is greater than the critical value, so we reject the null hypothesis, which means that